Welcome again, my dear followers, my dear members of YouTube, or wherever this video is appearing. Today we'd like to talk about Planned Parenthood, or achievement through abstinence, that is sexual abstinence. In other words, I'm not condoning sex. It can be used for a good purpose. But the best purpose of sex can be enhanced by abstinence. Now, here's the idea, and it's proven by fact, and it's backed up by Vedic knowledge. And particularly, we know from the scriptures of the Srimad Bhagavatam that Lord Brahma, the creator of this universe, was told in the very beginning, when everything was dark and there was no planetary systems, to perform penance. The words that she heard from the atmosphere was tapa, tapa, that is, perform austerity. All wealth, all opulence, the creation of the universe can be achieved through tapa, or austerity. Therefore, if a parent wants to obtain an endowment in the form of a child, he should not have sex just like a cat or a dog on the street, or even in the house. Cats and dogs also live in the house these days, more in the house than on the street. But if you just have sex like cats and dogs, without any preparatory modus operandus, then you'll have a low-grade progeny, or a child with no endowment. If you want your child to be endowed, then perform the austerity of not having sex. And the longer you go without having sex, but with the intention of begetting a child, the more powerful that child will be. So this is the power of intention, which, of course, Wayne Dwyer and others have been mentioning in different books, but it's a fact. So support that austerity also by how you eat. If you eat lots of rubbish, that can also affect the nature of your child. But if you eat simple, pure foods, which we call sattva, gun, foods of the mode of goodness, that will enhance your child. If you refrain from alcohol, cigarettes, toxic foods, in other words, ordinary foods which are full of chemicals and pesticides and toxic fertilizer, that will also screw up the results of your pregnancy. Therefore, eat only natural, organic, healthy vegetables, fruits, and grains. And stay away from meat and fish because there's so much toxins in the ocean. There's so much toxins put in the flesh of animals these days. Or to speak of what they're feeding the animals in the manner of their own flesh. So this is the way to enhance our children on this planet. So again, tapo dibyam, perform austerity. Go without what you want to get what you want. If you want a healthy, robust, spiritual, highly endowed child, keep that intention in your heart and the heart of your partner, who should also be of the same mood, the same diet, the same livelihood, the same mentality and faith, and withhold from that moment of impregnation, at least for a year, or 2 years, even 3 years, 5 years. You can imagine how much powerful that impregnation can be. So this is the science of Planned Parenthood. This is the science of steering away from impetuous sex. We should keep sex sacred and make it a holy event, as it is intended to be. So we want to make more of our men like gods. They can be like that. We can focus on God even during the very impregnation. But we should focus on God in that period of abstinence and pray that our child become or be highly endowed, and there are highly endowed souls floating around the universe waiting for the proper place in which to take birth. So if you are performing those austerities, or you are going without sex, you are eating very simple, pure diets, you are subjecting your ears not to the rubbish on the TVs and the radios, but to hearing about God, then no doubt that child will enter into your family and make your family glorious. So keep this fact in mind, and for those who are parents and who want to endow their family name with a glorious child, as did in the past Devaki and Nandan, who performed great austerities before they begot Krishna in Vrindavan, or rather in Mathura, or as Kardama Muni, Devahuti begot the great incarnation Kapila by their austerities, by their measures of abstinence. So you, following in their footsteps, can also give a child to this world who will be glorious in so many ways, physically, mentally, spiritually, just by following this principle of tapa, austerity and penance, before you actually impregnate and beget the child. So that is the message for today, and we'll conclude this this video, and for those who want to learn more, tune in again. Thank you very much. From Louisville, Kentucky, this is Avadut Swami.